everybody, this is Jamie the Board Game Man with a really awesome card game to show you today. This game came out in 2008, is from Gryphon Games. The player count is from 3 to 5 players. It is called For Sale. Now in this game there's 2 different rounds to play. In the first step, what you're doing is you're doing kind of like an auction where you're bidding on real estate that are numbered 1 to 30. Then in the second round, what you're doing is you're selling off the properties you just purchased for money cards valued from 0 to 15,000. And after you're all said and done, whoever has the most money made wins the game. So let's head on over to the gamer's table and I'll show you how to play For Sale. Alright everybody, here we are at the gaming table. Here we are with For Sale. This is a 3 to 6 player game. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes to play, so let's find out how to play. So here's the nice box that it comes in. You also have the instruction booklet, which is really nicely done. It illustrates all that you need to know. Very quick and simple. It's a very easy game that you can pick up on very quickly. You have a stack of cards, which are the properties. And as you can see, they're numbered from 1 to 30. Now you can see the lower ones, well, that real estate isn't quite best. That's the manhole at 3. But then you have 24, which is nice beachfront property. Then you go down to 14 and you have a nice little camper. And then you have 27, which has a beautiful little fountain and a stork. But then you go down to 4 and you get a doghouse. So I love the artwork in these. And then 1, the lowest one, is a cardboard box with a little kitty cat sitting on a trash can lid. Isn't that pretty? But anyhow, let's go ahead and show you the rest of the components. So there's the property cards, which are the green cards. The blue cards are the price cards, and these are the ones that you're trying to go for at the end of the game. Whoever has the most of these wins. They go from 0 to 15, and each card is in there twice. So there's 2 zeros, 2 15s, 2 14s, 2 13s, and so on in this deck. You also have these coins, and this is when you start off the game with a certain amount depending on how many players you have in the game. As you can see, we have $2,000 increments and $1,000 increments in the game. And let me go ahead and go over how many each player gets depending on how many players. So if you have a 3 to 4 player game, each person will receive 2 of these 2,000 and 14 of these 1,000. If you have a 5 to 6 player game, you give each player the same 2,000 tokens. But each player will get 10 1,000 coins. Now also with the property cards, when you have 3 players, you're going to remove 6 property and 6 currency cards. If you have a 4-player game, you're going to remove 2 property and 2 currency. And then 5 and 6 players, you keep all the cards in the game. So for instance, in this game, we're going to go ahead and do a 4-player game. So what we'll do is we're going to remove 2 property and 2 currency cards. We're going to go ahead and remove these 2. And we'll go ahead and remove these 2 in the middle there. So we're going to remove 2 of each. Okay. Now in the first round, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take these prize cards here and put them to the side, because this is the second round. So these we don't use in the first round. In the second round, we have taken 2 of these property cards out. So now what we're going to do is we are going to place this right here. Okay. And what you do is we're going to divvy out the coins to each player. We're going to go ahead and do a 4-player game. That way I can show how this is done. Okay, I went ahead and took the liberty of dealing out the money to each player. Now we're going to have a 4-player game. So we had 2 2,000s and 14 1,000 coins. So we're going to have a 4-player game here. Now what you're going to do with these real estate cards is you're going to put out, face up, the amount of cards is the amount of players in the game. So if you have a 4-player game, you're going to put 4 cards out. If you have a 5-player game, you'll put 5 out, and so on. So what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and auction off the first 4 properties of the game. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and put 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so what we'll do is I'm going to go ahead and put these in numeric order here. There we go, 9, 17, 26, and 30. Now this is going to be a good one because 30 is the highest you can go, and 26 isn't bad as well. And then you have 17, which is down the middle of the road, and then 9, which isn't quite so great, But, you know, it's not quite so bad because 1 is the lowest number. Okay, so now each player is going to go ahead and start. The person with the biggest house does the first bid. Now, let's just say player 1 is the first bid. They can bid as much as they want to see if they can want. They're really trying to bid for this 30. This is what you really want, because later on in those price cards, you're going to be bidding on those. But I'll show you how that works here. So let's just say player 1 bids 2,000. Now, you're going to win in the game. You're going to keep these coins secret. So you're not going to have them laying out because you don't want everybody else knowing how much you have to bid. So you're going to keep these private in your own stash in your hand or something. So let's just say player 1 bids 2,000. Okay, this player goes, oh no, I'm going to go ahead and bid 3,000. You're going to go ahead and lay 3 coins out. Okay, this player said, well, I want more than that. I'm going to go ahead and bid 4. So he bids 4,000, and let's just say that player 4 bids 5,000. He throws 5,000 out there. Now, it's gone through everybody. So now this goes back to player 1. Does he want to up his ante here? Now let's just say he says, you know what, that's too rich for my blood. I don't want to blow that amount. So what he does, if you pass after you've bid once, what you do is you're going to take the lowest card. So in this case, player 1 would grab 9. Okay, and you would lose half of your bet to the bank. Now, if you have an odd number, say, for instance, you had bid 5,000, you decide to back out, what you'll do is you'll lose half and then round down. So 5 would actually be, you would actually lose 2 instead of 3, okay, because that's rounding up. So you lose 2 instead. Okay, so this player here decides to bow out. He takes the 9, and he's going to lose 1,000 to the bank because he loses half. Okay? Player 2 is now in this. Does he want to up it? Because he'd have to up it to 6. Let's just say he does. And like, you know what? I want to stay in it. So now he bids 6. This player goes, nah, I want to bow out. I don't want that. So what he's going to do is he's going to take the second highest number. So in this case, the lowest number, which would be 17. He's going to take 17. And he's going to lose half his bid. So he's going to have 2 left. This goes back to the bank. And then it goes over to player 4. Does he want to bid 2 more? Because he's at 3, 4, 5. He's at 5. Oh, I'm sorry. This should have been 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did it right. Okay. Does he want to go up to 7? Let's just say, yeah, I want to go up to 7. So he bumps it up to 7. Well, player 2 goes, nah, I'm good. 26 is a pretty high number. I don't really want to lose any more money on this. So he goes ahead and bows out. Okay. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to lose 3 tokens right there. So he's going to lose 3. That's half. Okay. He then takes the 26. And then this player gets the 30. And, of course, he's going to lose all of it because that's how much he bid. So he's going to lose all of this here. Okay. So now each player has 1 card. And now you're going to do it again. Okay. Well, actually get the 1,000 back. So now we're going to do it again. We're going to put 4 more cards out. Just like so. And there you have it. So let's go ahead and put this 12, 19, 21, and 22. So these are the next round of real estates that you're bidding on. So you can see most of these are, 21, 22 is okay. I mean, it's a little better than the average. 15 is the middle. Okay, so the person that won the highest bid would actually deal out the cards, the next 4 cards, and he would start the bidding right away. So now we're going to say, okay, he wants to bid 2. He's going to go ahead and bid 2 here. Okay, this player is going to say, okay, I want to bid 3. So he bids 3. Now say that this player here decides, you know what, I want to pass on the whole. I don't want to do any kind of bidding. I just want to pass. You can do that as well. He'll automatically get the lowest number, 12, and you won't lose any money because you did not bid anything. So if you just right on the offset, maybe they're all small numbers, you don't even want to waste your time with it. You can say, nah, I just pass, and you can take the card. So I wanted to show you that. Okay. This player can look and say, okay, yeah, I want to bid 4. This player goes, nah, I don't want to bid anymore. So he's going to lose the 1. He's going to keep this one. He's going to be 19. This player says, you know what? Nah, I don't want to bid anymore. Now he has 3, but you would do is you round it down. So you only lose 1. He would keep the 2. And he takes the next lowest card. And then this player would actually end up winning. So he would lose his 4,000 he bid on. And he would take the 22. So that's the bidding phase. That's what we do with the bidding phase. Now let me go ahead and show you how the second phase is when you're actually selling the property for the money card. Okay, so we went ahead and fast forwarded to the second round. And this is how it will look. All the cards that you purchased throughout your bidding We'll keep in each player's hands. Obviously, you would not lay them down like this. You'll have them in your hand like so. And if you have any coins left over, say you have any dollars or $1,000 that were left over, you get to hang on to those because these get added to the final score with the price cards, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and show, since it's a 4-player game, we're going to go ahead and draw 4 of these price cards. So we have here, you have 7, 15. Let me put these down a little bit more. Actually, let me bring this down this way. There we go. 15, 5. And we have 4. So you can see, actually, we should do it this way. Actually, the lowest should be over here. Like so. There we go. We'll do it like this. Okay. The highest to lowest. So now what they're going to do is they're going to start bidding on this $15,000, which is the highest number in the deck. So we'll see how this goes. So what you're going to do is you're going to take one of your cards and you're going to decide what number do you want to use to try to win that card. And obviously the person with the highest numbered card will win the highest amount. So let's just say player 1 chose 21. This player chose 20. And then this player chose 18. We'll just do this. So what you're going to do is everyone's going to put their card face down, like so, whatever numbers they end up choosing. Okay, in the front here, like so. Okay, so yeah, all players put out their cards. Now what you're going to do is everyone's going to show their cards. This player, this player, this player, and this player. Okay? So what's going to happen here, the person with the lowest number, which would be this player, would get the lowest amount. So this player would get 4,000. This card goes out of the game. This player would get the second highest, so they would get 5,000. This comes out of the game. This player got the third highest, so they would get 7,000. This card goes out of the game. And then with him with the highest card, he gets the highest priced card. So he gets 15. Okay. Now we're down to the next round. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this here. Let's go ahead and put this here like so. This person won this. This person won this. Okay. Now we're going to put 4 more cards out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now we're going to have 0 as the lowest one. So we got to be a little careful on that. No one wants a 0. And there we go. So now these are the 4 that you're going to bid on. You're going to bid on trying to get the 12. So let's just say this player chose this. Okay, we're going to put that face down. This player chose this. This player decided to go with this. And this player decided to choose this one. Okay, as soon as all 4 players put their cards out, everyone's going to flip their cards over. And then we're going to see what the dollar amounts go to who. So you see 10 would go to the lowest. So obviously he gets the 0, unfortunately. Boo. This goes out. He has the second highest, so he would get the 8,000. This goes out of the game. 27 is the third highest, so he would get the 9,000. Like so. And then this player had the 28. He got the highest card, so he would get the 12 and add to his score. And that's what you do round after round after round until you run out of cards. And what you're going to do is you're going to count up all your price cards and any coins that you still had remaining. And whoever has the most money at that time wins the game. Now, if there is a tie, okay, say you had the same amount, then whoever has the most in coins wins the game. And if there's still a tie, then obviously you share the victory at that point. And there, my friends, is the card game for sale.